Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the UCLA Bruins. The Bruins will kick it away first. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Florida's offense will go on the attack first. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to...
Wasting no time taking a shot. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Got a man, it's Daniels. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up third down. And wait a minute, third down now becomes, we're going to go for it on fourth down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up. The Gators decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. The Bruins offense will take the field for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Back to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Cox. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And the Bruins moving quickly to the line. On third and long, try to convert through the air. They'll run the screen. Made a defender miss. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did. I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. This whole place is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And he missed it. No good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Pass completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again.
This guy has a chance to bring home the Heisman Trophy this year because he continues to make plays week in, week out. Doesn't matter who's guarding him, what coverages you play. This guy finds ways to make plays for his offense.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield. You saw that right there.
Anytime the ball goes in the air towards him, I feel like it's his. Like, there are no 50-50 balls. He just makes plays, game after game, play after play, and you see him featured in this offense for a reason. He's one of the best in the...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gator! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
On the run from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Quarterback on the keeper. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Bruins racing to the line in the hurry-up. Off-play action. A strike downfield. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that
hauls it in the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Bruins are moving quickly down the field.
Man, those plays are frustrating on a defense. You get 3 stops and you force that 4th down, trying to get off the field, but the offense makes the play, gets the first down. It's almost like you got to kind of recalibrate, refocus. Forget that one. Let's do it again.
The Bruins will have it 1st and 10.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Snaps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18. To the air on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Matthews. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bruins trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Snapped it in the shotgun. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. They'll run it. And again, he gets nothing. This defense is not giving up anything on the goal line. Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Bob.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here.
And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
And that's the world we live in. You want to be aggressive. You want to get touchdowns. You don't want to get field goals. Analytics says this, but now you get no points. And the defense bows up in a big part of the field, gets the big sack on 4th down and goal.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Offense in an empty set. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job close.
Lets it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely local.
Soft spot in the middle. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Good job by the receiver there not to run into... Gonna take a shot. Catch and stride inside the 15. Slippery slide, finding his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He snuffed out behind the line again, went right back to the well and got the same bad result. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Bruins send out the punt unit. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score a TD.
You'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. He'll do it himself. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground, their 3rd sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Wants to throw on 1st down. Setting up the screen. There he goes. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Bruins want to pick up the tempo.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28. Offense lining up quickly. From the shotgun, the inside give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Here's the handoff. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense, sir. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the 1st down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. first down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. He'll pull it down. Breaks into the open. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and
lets it fly deep downfield. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside, towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great job forcing the play out wide, making the big interception.
Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Daniels. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Trying to beat the D deep. Makes the grab down the left side. And the Gators in the hurry up.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and there's...
He'll take the deep shot. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Takes the handoff. It's Vincent. Got enough for the first. Takes it the other way. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Shaw. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. And the right rotation on that one to get a little help from the crossbar and get it through. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there in Gainesville so far. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. With that said, let's send it back to our guys and all those chomping hands there in the swamp.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession...
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in 06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Curse, they had a long list of guys that can really make the quarterback's life difficult. You got to put pressure on the quarterback. You got to affect him. Really nice job on this play.
The Bruins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll move the tight end. He'll keep it himself. stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's going to run it, and he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. And the Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. The last time they punted, it went back for 6. Fields the punt and tries to help improve that field position. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Motion from the wideout. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Get a pass rush like that, and the Bruin faithful will give you an 8-clap in a heartbeat.
They'll get jacked up. They'll get excited. I mean, you think about a defense, you got to get those guys up front. You want to dominate college football, you want to be in the mix, find those big defensive linemen that can make plays.
Good, solid tackle.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Bruins headed quickly to the line. Grab behind the line. It's Matthews. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. They'll try to get it through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. And that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Finds a little space. Turning it on. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move. It's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, UCLA! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Arkansas State is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week. They still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 11 over Southern Miss. Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we're here to keep you posted, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it. Going downfield for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up.
And I tell you what, all this spread offense, man, it's really accentuated receivers in so many different shapes and sizes. But this guy, they're going to find him. They're going to find him early. They're going to find him often. He's made so many plays throughout the season and really been the feature of this offense. And this dude has worked his way. He might get a trip to New York as a wide receiver. That is not normal, and neither is this dude.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And he's been the go-to guy all year long. Like, he's in the top 5 in all of...
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Gator! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Wants to go up top on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. At the 35, he's loose. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. That's reeled in, it's Shaw. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Offense in the hurry-up. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5. And the Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He has the first and still on his feet. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The play action fake. Got out of trouble and throws. That's caught. It's Marshall. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge. The freak. It was a nightmare. So hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier than what we faced in practice. And I tell you, this D-line by the Gators, what they got this year, they are special.
They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The Bruins are in the hurry-up. Running into the open space. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Now lining up to snap it in the red zone. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Floats it out in space. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Operating in the red zone here on second down. The give to the left side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Here's the snap, looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Quarterback empties his backfield. He'll start this drive going to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Daniels. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Wilson. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And you're seeing the best version of this guy this week, right? We know he threw 2 picks a week ago. We talked to him. He said it was a game he wanted to put behind him and just get refocused.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! And the stomping has commenced. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it out. It's off. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UCLA will go back to work on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yes.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up the safety.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Bruins will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Wants to return it. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely.
Gets the ball back and still give themselves an opportunity if they could force a punt right around midfield. So still lots of football to go.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Gators! The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Brings it down on the right side. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him.
And that's good enough for a first down.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Caught in the backfield. It's Marshall. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll try the run. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Started this drive with a bang, but now it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Tennessee managed to eke out the victory in a tighter-than-expected one. And they'll be singing from the top of Rocky Top after this one, no matter the final score. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clocked.
Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll ride his man on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Catch in the middle, it's Jackson. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent.